Live with ShawneeCTV. We are at senior night at the Shawnee Family YMCA. We have the boys 200 medley starting with Yukon in lane 1 and 3 and Shawnee in lane 2. My name's Troy Officer. I'm filling in for Daniel. I have Brody Morris with me today.
That you do.
The record holder in multiple events.
I don't know. They're starting to dwindle a little bit.
And the former record holder in the 500.
Yeah,
so
former. That's the title I like.
Brody, can you explain what the medley is, what they're doing right now?
The medley relay is a mix of all four strokes, butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle. Each swimmer swims a 50, which is down and back.
Okay. And it looks like we have 4 seniors, so is that very common?
Sometimes it really depends on the team who's fastest. A lot of the time some teams will have a breaststroker that's not very fast, but let's see, back breast. It looks like our breaststroker is also a senior. So in that regard, we have an team of all seniors.
Yeah. It looks like Shawnee is slightly behind Yukon.
These medley relays are always tight, though. Oh, there we go. There he goes.
Thurman Lee catching up.
Yeah. Can do it both, the 500 and the 50.
Oh, and it looks like Thurman caught up and won it for Shawnee.
Yeah. Came in from behind. Win for Shawnee.
Oh, and Thurman is the current 500 record holder, isn't he?
That he is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works.
It looks like the other Yukon team is coming in third as well.
Yeah, I forget the lanes. Was that lane 1?
Lane 1,
Okay,
yeah.
lane 1 came in last, lane 3 came in second, and Shawnee, who was in lane 2, got first.
And I think before we came on air, we had the 200 girls, which
yes.
Shawnee got first in that with Piper, Natalie, Grayson, and Ashley. So we have 2 Shawnee wins on this.
Yeah, 2 for 2 right now. See if we can keep the momentum.
And we are facing Yukon tonight, so I think that's the only school here. So it's a dual meet tonight. So it looks like we have the 200.
The Branding Iron Shop House and Tavern serves the best steaks in town. Located on the corner of 45th and Harrison, with great food and an even better atmosphere. Stop by the Branding Iron today.
And we are back with the 200 freestyle. We have Tennille Kidd in lane 2 and Harper Barlow for Yukon in lane 3.
This is heat 1 of 2.
So, Brody, how long has it been since you've been a swimmer here?
Let's see. I'm a junior in college this year, so it's been about 3 years. I graduated in the class of 2020.
So, have you swam with many of the kids here today? I guess mainly the seniors?
Yes, actually. When I was coaching the Y team here, I managed to coach a lot of them. I recognize a lot of the names on this list, especially the ones that are highlighted. I recognize some of the ones that aren't highlighted as well.
And are you a coach right now as well?
Yes, I am a coach for AESC in Stillwater.
Cool. Like we were saying, you're a former Y employee, former Y coach, and a former Shawnee swimmer. I guess Y swimmer as well. So.
Yeah, all the accolades.
So can you tell me about the Iron Lady, Valerie Colburn?
Valerie Colburn, I almost view her as my second mother for how many hours I spent in this warm pool. She is definitely a disciplinarian in the best sense. She gets what needs to be done with no excuses, no complaints. She just does it. And that's how she taught all of us to swim in the sport of swimming.
You know, I think a lot of people don't like her as much when they're with her, but maybe
Yeah.
maybe like her afterwards once they mature a little bit.
Yeah. I knew I needed somebody to keep me in line at the time, so I always appreciated it. And I swam with her from the time I was like 11 to 18.
Yeah, so you kind of have to like her, otherwise she'll just make your life horrible.
I don't know. I think I got in good with her after my freshman year.
Oh, and it looks like Tennille is about a lap length ahead, and I think this is her last lap, so Shawnee will be first.
Timer is standing up, and she gets the win for Heat 1.
And it looks like the freshman will beat the senior, so pretty impressive.
Yeah. That Shawnee might.
So does senior night mean much different to you as a swimmer, or is it just another swim meet?
It means something pretty different, I would imagine, for all the kids. For all the underclassmen, it's their last year with all the seniors that they've looked up to. And then for the seniors, it's one of their last home meets. It's pretty special.
Yeah, I guess it means a lot for the kid, or the parents probably more than anything. I think Thurman's mom, Tammy, said she's been doing this for like 18 years.
Yeah,
this is her last swim meet, so.
I remember when I was a freshman, Thurman's older sister, Dottie, was a senior. So she's been in the sport for a while.
Yeah. Well,
so is Thurman.
Can you tell me the Heat 2 who's coming up?
So in lane 1, we've got Emma Aller. Lane 2, Natalie Selman. And lane 3, we've got Cameron Pender from Yukon.
Well, and Natalie, I don't know if you saw she committed to, I believe it's Jules College or?
William Jules. I keep track of all my AESC kids. I actually know 1 or 2 people that swim there.
Yeah, so is that a pretty good swim college, or?
I'd say it's a pretty good swim college. I haven't looked too closely on the women's side, but on the men's side, I know they're pretty speedy.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool to commit to any swimming college. You get a scholarship, all of that. I know she's been swimming with the Y for a long time, so.
Very long time.
And we'll talk about the Piper McNeil later. We haven't seen her yet.
Piper McNeil.
So. And then we have Emma in lane 1, she's part of the Aller trio. So
the Aller trio.
Well, and I will say, you mentioned Johnny Hunter was here tonight.
Yes.
Longtime swimmer. Kevin Calise has been here several times this year.
Yeah. Kevin Calise was my first swim instructor.
Yeah. Can you tell me anything about Johnny and Kevin?
They have both been around in the Oklahoma coaching scene for longer than I've been a swimmer, which is saying a lot, as I've been swimming for nearly a decade. Both very technique-based, I would say, which is good for a lot of kids. There's a good line you need to have between just pounding out yardage in practice and focusing on the small intricacies of each stroke. And Johnny and Kevin, they work more technique side, I would say, which is very nice. And they're also very nice people when it comes to coaching.
Well, it looks like Natalie is going to finish in first, followed by Cameron from Yukon, and then Emma from Shawnee.
Coming in third.
And it looks like Natalie's mom is the timer yelling at her. So
that's always nice. I'm sure she enjoyed that right at the end.
So do you hear the goes in the water from Valerie or your parents or anyone? I always hear people saying go. Real loud?
I think it really depends on each person if they zone out or not while in the race. Because I know some people, they'll just hop in and just kind of go blank. Yeah. Although others will hop in. And it also depends on what race you're doing. If you're doing backstroke, you're not going to hear anything the entire time.
Yeah.
If you're doing breaststroke or maybe freestyle, every time you come up to breathe, you just hear, Well, we got the boys 200, Jackson Aller in lane 1.
Maddox Smith in lane 2, Bradley Van Houten in lane 3, and Easton Engel in lane 4. Did Thurman just knock off your headset?
He did just knock off my headset. Or that might have been me. I don't know. I looked back to see who it was, and it fell. I'm not entirely sure what happened. But we have recovered.
So we have the second Aller of the Aller trio, the freshman Aller.
Oh, I did not even realize he was a freshman this year.
I don't know if you've seen him this year. He's actually been doing really well.
All of my babies have grown up.
In second place right now as a freshman. So.
He's almost beating out the senior from Yukon. I can't really see him flip. Oh, he's got him.
Yeah, he's been doing. Oh, you hear the go in the background?
Yeah. What is that? Is that? I believe that's his older brother Ethan with a cone yelling "go," echoing throughout the entire pool deck.
So, can you tell me? I guess we'll talk about some of the Maddoxes in the pool right now, and pretty heavily in first. Can you tell me anything about Maddox?
If I recall, he's always been a breaststroker, if I remember correctly. Ever since I was coaching him on Y team, he was swimming mainly breaststroke. And yes, he was the breaststroker for the 200 medley relay, which usually means if you're on the A medley relay, the top medley relay for your team, you're the top person in that stroke for your team. So predominantly a breaststroker. And it looks like he's just won the 200 freestyle as well, so we can add that to his resume.
Well, and Jackson, the freshman, coming in second. So it's going to be Shawnee 1-2, and then Yukon 3-4, it looks like.
Yeah, we're 4 for 4 right now, it looks like. Go Wolves!
Now, I don't know if you saw them last year. Shawnee won first at state.
Yes, I kept track
how
of that.
How impressive is that?
I was very impressed. I saw that on, I don't remember if it was Instagram, Facebook, or what, but I saw that, and I was amazed. I could not imagine, because my freshman year, the team was not very good. And then, 2 years after I graduated, we win.
So
or at least the girls won
it's
state.
It's like once you leave, they win. So I don't know how, it's weird how that happens.
Yeah, it's weird how that works.
Valerie must have got the super team together after. Said Brody's gone now. We can start swimming for real. So
she got the dream team together somehow.
And I think they are favored this year again. So at least in the girls. And
I'm not surprised with Mizzou commit Piper McNeil.
Oh no, we're not supposed to talk about her yet. She hasn't entered the pool yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I redact my statement.
You're gonna have to pay her royalty to her dad, Bob.
I don't know if I can afford that. So right now we've got the women's 200-yard IM. In lane 1, we have Michaela Tinkle from Shawnee. Lane 2, Ashley McDonald, also from Shawnee. Lane 3, Caden Pender, and lane 4, Isabel Dekinder, both from Yukon.
Well, can you talk about Michaela at all? She's the lone senior in the pool.
The lone senior?
Did you swim with her?
Yes, I did swim with her during her freshman year, my senior year. Can't say I recall a lot of interactions. I know I talked to her more than a few times, but nothing to stand out inherently.
Okay.
She is a good kid, though, from what I can recall. Very, she's got a good work ethic.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to have a good work ethic to swim for Bob and Val. It is not for the faint of heart.
Can you talk about how the Y swimming affects high school swimming? I know you helped coach Y with Valerie as well. You were one of her favorite co-coaches.
I think I lost that position once I got my first tattoo, but being in Y swim and then going to Shawnee High School swim, it helps smoothen the transition because Valerie also coaches the YMCA swimming program. So you kind of get used to her coaching style, her sets that she likes to do. and then you get into high school, and it gets a lot harder real quick.
Oh.
But for good reason, seeing as Shawnee High School now owns the 2022 Oklahoma State champions.
It looks like Ashley McDonald finished first.
Winning another event for Shawnee High School.
And we have the Caden in second, Isabel in third, and Michaela coming in fourth. So we got the boys IM coming up next.
Let's see. Oh, you got a scratch in lane 1.
Valerie, she put in the scratches. She said, I want to make this as easy as possible for Brody. So, me and Daniel can typically handle it, but, you know, she didn't want to make it difficult for you, so.
Well, it's always appreciated. Always looking out for everybody.
So we have Trayden Rakestraw, lane 2, and Stuart Jensen from Yukon in lane 3.
This is heat 1 of 2.
One of the Rakestraw brothers. I don't know if it's the better or the worse of the two, but you, I think you swim with them both, or maybe.
Let's see. Is he a senior? No, No, I did not swim with him, but I do remember his older brother, who is currently lifeguarding this meet. Although, seeing as his brother is doing the 200 IM right now, it's a bit of a difference between the two.
Well, and I always talk about his height, and he tells me not to, but it's impressive that he's so short, but he wins these races still.
Yeah.
Is that harder for a short person to beat out someone like 6 foot like you are?
It really depends on your technique. I believe the 400 IM record holder for short course meters is, I want to say 5'9" or something like that.
Because you got to have that pull. So.
Yeah, you got to have a lot. You can grab a lot more water when you're taller, when you got that wingspan. But if you've got good technique, good power, good pull, it doesn't really matter too much. And he's proving this point right now very well, seeing as he is in the lead by about a body length at the halfway point.
And did you ever do the IM?
My senior year, yes.
That's pretty hard because you got to be at least competent at each stroke. So.
In all 4 strokes, or really good in 3 and then kind of sucky in 1. Everybody has that one stroke that they can't really do.
Well, I told Daniel you just have to be good enough not to be disqualified. That's the main thing.
Yes. That's always the main point. I'm not seeing any officials throwing up their arms right now, so I think he's in the clear, seeing as he is on the freestyle leg now with about a half body length lead. Although Stewart from Yukon is going to make it close.
He caught up with him on the breaststroke.
Yeah, so. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's got that weak leg. Everybody else makes a move. Although it looks like he may hold it. 25 left.
Well, I don't know.
Does he have fight in him? How bad does he want it?
Oh, and I think Trayden got him by a little bit.
You got him by a hand touch, looks like.
Got him by a short arm's length.
It's messed up, man. Messed up.
No, he's impressive, you know.
Yeah, he is.
When you got to fight that height difference, that's hard. So good for him getting first, another first for Shawnee. So
we're golden right now.
I think we got first in all of them, so that's pretty consistent with this year. So
that's what I like to see. It's that wolf spirit.
Well, we got the Heat 2 Connor from Yukon in lane 1, Vincent Tash from Shawnee in lane 2, and Tucker Murrow from Yukon in lane 3. Can you tell me anything about Vincent?
When I was a senior, Vincent was predominantly a breaststroker. I remember I would give him a bunch of little tips that I had learned in my time swimming at Shawnee High School. Started swimming club, and now he looks like he's just mopping the field in this 200 IM, which is exactly...
He is a butterflyer, so...
Yeah, he's a butterflyer now. I noticed that when I was looking at... I don't remember what I was looking at, but that butterfly did look pretty nice, which makes sense as both butterfly and breaststroke are very similar. And I believe he has my issue on the IM, the weak point of backstroke. Although it looks like he's doing pretty good right now. He's maintaining his lead very well.
Vincent is a senior. I see him working out a lot the Y, so it seems like he works hard.
Yeah.
Taught me a few of the TikTok workouts that you're supposed to do. So
there he goes. Oh, it's like hammering nails. Look at that breaststroke.
He's got a pretty big lead on the other.
I'm very tempted to start screaming "oh" into this microphone right now, but I don't want to make anybody deaf back at home.
I hear Bob and Valerie.
That's all you need to hear, really. Nothing else matters.
So you lifeguarded and did coaching at the Y under you know, what I hear is the best boss that's ever been here. I mean,
I would say so. To this day, probably one of the best bosses I've ever had.
I got to deal with Brandon Bell, one of our greatest CEOs.
Yes. I worked at the Shawnee YMCA during the golden age.
Looks like Vincent will win almost by a half of a length.
A half of a pool length.
And we have Tucker coming in second and Connor coming in third.
That's what we'd like to see. Another event down for Shawnee, keeping with the gold standard.
So did lifeguard help you out at all with your swimming?
I would say yes, actually. Watching other people swim, kind of looking at people, figuring out what they were doing wrong or what some people were doing right. Like if I was guarding during a swim team practice or something of that nature.
Yeah, it's always an interesting job. Not always the most exciting,
but there are some golden moments every once in a while.
Are you still in? So I guess you just coach. You don't lifeguard anymore?
No, I let my lifeguard, what's it called, the training, deactivate. Did not get it renewed in time, and I don't think I made the wrong choice.
This is your second time here at ShawneeCTV, so you're a two-timer now. So.
Yeah.
Your experience?
I feel special.
Next time you get a medal, I think, or a pen. So.
Is there a time limit on that?
I'm waiting on mine still. I think I hit my third the other day. So we have the 50 freestyle. You want to tell who's in the pool?
In lane 1, we've got Jadwin Schatz. Lane 2, Danica Beasley from Yukon. And in lane 3, Kelly Templeton from Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Kelly Templeton back from an injury. I think she broke her arm.
Oh, no. Oh, you couldn't tell right now.
Looks like we have...
I believe that's second in her heat.
Danica in first, Kelly second. Jocelyn Schatz, that's a cool name.
Schatz. Moving on to Heat 2, we have Bryn Bristow and Harper Barlow, both from Yukon in lanes 1 and 2. And in lane 3, we've got Harley Bullard from Shawnee.
So, Brody, what was your stroke?
For my first 3 years, freshman through junior year, I was put only in the 200 and 500 freestyle. But then my senior year, I don't recall exactly what happened. My main two events that year were the 200 IM and 100 freestyle. And right now, at the halfway point in the 50, it looks like Shawnee is in the lead. Although Yukon is rebounding after the turn. Uh-oh.
It's like Yukon got him by just a little bit. Harley is a new swimmer this year, so she's still doing pretty good to be second heat, second place.
Yes.
Wow, and we have the first appearance of the Piper McNeil.
The Piper McNeil.
We got McKenna in lane 1, Piper in lane 2, Grayson Simpson in lane 3, Allison in lane 4. And Grayson is a fantastic swimmer too, so it's always interesting to see Grayson because she's probably one of the best swimmers in the state, but Piper still kind of heads the race always. So.
And to be fair to Grayson, she is only a sophomore. Piper is a senior. But regardless, this should be a good race betwixt the two.
Grayson's staying right with her. We have a fast Shawnee first and second, Piper and Grayson. Brody, can you tell me how good Piper is?
Well, as I may or may not have mentioned earlier, Piper is a commit to Mizzou. Mizzou being a D1 school and one of the better schools for swimming, I would say. She is a state record holder in the 200 back, I believe. I'm not entirely sure on that point. But she also has multiple age group records for the state of Oklahoma, both in Y and USA Swimming.
Yeah. And you look over to the Shawnee record holder. I think she has about every single one of them. Maybe but one or two.
I think the only names that aren't hers on that board are the other names on the relays.
Yeah, so that I think she's one of a kind. So.
Yeah, that's.
Well, and you know, on the boys' side, I see you over there, Brody. We got
a couple.
You Thurman, Trent Ogden, of course.
Oh, I forgot I had the 100 free.
Looks like we have a Yukon 50, Jackson in lane 2, or Jackson lane 3, and Lane in lane 2. So he was meant for this race.
I think he's meant for any race. Moving on to Heat 2, we have Galen Hardman in lane 1, Austin Cosgrove in lane 2, and Cameron Williams Hurd in lane 3.
Cosgrove, I think, is the name of that actress from iCarly.
So. Miranda Cosgrove? I believe you're correct on that point. Certainly some excitement in this 50 freestyle, the splash and dash.
Looks like Cosgrove is going to win it, followed by the two Shawnee swimmers.
Although we have one more heat.
And we have coming up Nathaniel, lane 1, Thurman, lane 2, and then Ethan and Connor from Yukon in lanes 3 and 4. I think this is our first appearance of your arch nemesis, Thurman Lee.
Perhaps my arch nemesis if I were 3 years younger.
500 record holder. I think that's his only one up there.
Let's find out. No, he's on the 400 free relay. One of the ones, anyways. I need to get my vision checked. Good Lord.
Favored to win by 0.3, so that's not very much.
And a 50 freestyle, that's quite a bit. Looks like he was, oh yeah, that's second 25 for him.
And Thurman's going to win it.
Without a doubt.
Another Shawnee win. Looks like Thurman came to swim today. He was a little bit tired at our last meet. So Valerie made him swim about 3 back-to-back. So maybe she spread him out this time.
She does tend to do that at times.
This meet is running by. Valerie's been on it this year. She's been going fast.
She's been going through the meets fast.
It's interesting to see we got a mommy and me class going on next year.
Oh, that's what we love to see. Maybe one day they will be future Wolves.
It looks like we are going to do senior night presentations. So.
An easy car buying experience? Caster Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Caster Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience.
1 million people in the United States are affected by Parkinson's. Parkinson's disease affects the brain, causing the loss of dopamine, which affects your ability to move, affects your ability to think. So here are 4 cardinal signs of Parkinson's disease. 1 is a resting tremor. 2 is slowness of movement. 3 is postural instability. And 4 is rigidity or stiffness.
I like to come to action because they make you feel like a winner no matter what you can do. The people that we do it with become family, and we don't love to come each week and take part. Ask for action.
Harrison Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy.
The Branding Iron Shop House and Tavern serves the best steaks in town. Located on the corner of 45th and Harrison. With great food and an even better atmosphere. Stop by the Branding Iron today.
At SCI Supply, you purchase with purpose. All profits go toward programming and employment for individuals with special needs. Come shop 300 North Eliza today.
Dale Student Council gets hundreds! 2004 Agent of Faye gets hundreds! My Clown King Club gets hundreds!
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings. There's room for everyone. It's always a good time. Sonic good time at our Shawnee Sonic. Under $2 craves feature big flavors and limited time products at a tiny price. A Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap for just $1.49. Junior Cheeseburger for just $1.99. Sweet Mini Oreo Cookies and Chocolate. Snickers Bars and Caramel for just $1.99. Order now from the Sonic app. Harrison Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy.
This is Sean from Play It Again Sports. Be sure to bring in any used equipment you have laying around so we can pay you cash on the spot. Another great deal, Wilson A900 softball mitt was originally priced at $149.
Harper Barlow is next. Ethan Lee. Bradley Van Houten. And Lane Clark is last.
Now we would like to recognize the Shawnee seniors. First off, starting with Thurman Lee. Thurman has been on the swim team for 4 years. His favorite memory is all of them. His most memorable meet was the Suburban Conference freshman year, and he has qualified for state all 3 years and hopes to make that 4. Next, we have Piper McNeil. Piper has been on the swim team for 4 years. Her favorite memory is when Natalie told us she could breathe underwater at practice. Her most memorable swim meet was winning 5A state last year. Piper has qualified for state since freshman year to junior year, and other awards include OKC Prep Swimmer of the Year and Tri-County Female Athlete of the Year since freshman year to junior year, as well as 4 times high school All-American. Piper plans to attend the University of Missouri to continue her swim career and major in business with a minor in marketing or Spanish.
Our next senior is Ethan Aller. Ethan has been on the swim team for 4 years. His favorite memory was breaking the 400 freestyle relay record repeatedly. His most memorable swim meet was Regionals 2020 at the Jinx Aquatic Center. After arriving, the lights started bugging out, and then every team was told to move to the gymnasium. They learned that there was a squirrel. He has received the most dedicated swimmer and the most valuable swimmer. He has qualified for state with all 3 years. He plans to attend Lake Forest College and major in computer science or computer engineering with a music-related degree, swim for Lake Forest College and swim USA through college, and maybe work as a federal employee in the computer science field or maybe as a Navy SEAL.
Next, we have Natalie Selman. Natalie has been on the swim team for 4 years. Her favorite memory is when Coach Val told us she had edibles for us in her car after practice. Her most memorable swim meet is winning the state championship and running into Michaela's arms right after we found out. Natalie has qualified for state since freshman year to junior year, and her awards received are MVP, Coaches Award, Dedication Award, and the Shawnee Strong Athletes Award for Trust. Natalie plans to swim at William Jewell and further her education for dental school.
Next senior is Maddox Smith. Maddox has been on the team for 2.5 years. His favorite memory was the 2021 Halloween party. His most memorable swim meet was State 2022. He has received the Dedication Award in 2022, and his future plans including going to college for a chemical engineering degree. Next senior is Michaela Tinkle. She has been on the team for 2 years. Her favorite memory was racing Coach Bob. Her most memorable swim meet is when they won state, and Val was squeezing my arm, and then they announced it, and Natalie jumped into my arms. She received lots of trophies. Last year, she qualified for the 2 IM and the 100 fly. Her future plans include joining the Navy and going into intelligence.
Last, we have Vincent Tash. Vincent has been on the swim team for 4 years. His favorite memory is standing on the podium at state, and most memorable swim meet was regionals freshman year when the power went out because of a squirrel. Vincent qualified for state in 2021 and 2022 and has received the MVP award. His future plans involve becoming IT. And that concludes our senior recognition.
$99 at Play It Again Sports for $49.99. We have this highly sought after goods, 2-piece BB4 high school baseball bat. It's always golf season here in Oklahoma, and we need all your used golf that you have, Pro Line or newer bag sets. Bring them in, and we will pay you cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports. We buy and sell new and used sports equipment.
Do you want an easy car buying experience? Castor Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Castor Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience. For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store conveniently located on North Kickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today. Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. Boutique items in Shawnee.
Oh, we're missing one.
All your pharmaceutical needs taken care of at the Clinic Pharmacy.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Oh gosh, there's a lot. I do not want to hit you.
We always ask for Action Physical Therapy, and we always recommend it to our friends. When we're in the orthopedic doctor's office, they always give us the option, well, you need physical therapy, do you have a choice of where you want to go? And we always ask for Action because we know Katie and Andy ladies, and we trust the service and the care that we're going to get there.
I ask for Action.
Hardesty Meats.
A real honest-to-God butcher shop since 1932.
Pure quality.
This is absolute best place to get meat.
I'm so lucky to have found this spot.
Hardesty Meats, new location. Do you love swimming? SHS Swim is always looking for the next state champion. Find SHS Swim on Facebook and Instagram. Watch SHS Swim live on ShawneeCTV.
The Branding Iron Shop House and Tavern serves the best steaks in town. Located on the corner of 45th and Harrison. With great food and an even better atmosphere. Stop by the Branding Iron today.
At SCI Supply, you purchase with purpose. All profits go toward programming and employment for individuals with special needs. Come shop 300 North Eliza today.
Dell City Council gets hundreds! To Council for Agent and Fake gets hundreds! And Cloud King Club gets hundreds!
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. Under $2 craves feature big flavors and limited time products at a tiny price. A Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap for just $1.49. Junior cheeseburger for just $1.99. Sweet mini Oreo cookies and chocolate. Snickers bars and caramel for just $1.99. Order now from the Sonic app. Harrison Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy.
This is Sean with Play It Again Sports. Be sure to bring in any used equipment you have laying around so we can pay you cash on the spot. Another great deal, Wilson A900 softball mitt was originally priced at $149.99. At Play It Again Sports, $49.99. We have this highly sought after goods, 2-piece BB4 high school baseball bat. It's always golf season here in Oklahoma, and we need all your used golf that you have, pro line or newer bag sets. Bring them in, and we will pay you cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports. We buy and sell new and used sports equipment.
Do you want an easy car buying experience? Castor Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Castor Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience. For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store conveniently located on North Kickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today. Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. Boutique items in Shawnee. All your pharmaceutical needs taken care of at the Clinic Pharmacy.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
We always ask for Action Physical Therapy, and we always recommend it to our friends. When we're in the orthopedic doctor's office, they always give us the option, well, you need physical therapy, do you have a choice of where you want to go? And we always ask for Action because we know Katie and Andy ladies, and we trust the service and the care that we're going to get there.
I ask for Action.
Hardesty Meats.
A real honest-to-God butcher shop since 1932.
Pure quality.
This is absolute best place to get meat.
I'm so lucky to have found this spot.
Hardesty Meats, new location. Do you love swimming? SHS Swim is always looking for the next state champion. Find SHS Swim on Facebook and Instagram. Watch SHS Swim live on ShawneeCTV.
The Branding Iron Shop House and Tavern serves the best steaks in town. Located on the corner of 45th and Harrison. With great food and an even better atmosphere. Stop by the Branding Iron today.
At SCI Supply, you purchase with purpose. All profits go toward programming and employment for individuals with special needs. Come shop 300 North Eliza today.
Dale City Council gets hundreds! To Council 4-H and a Fig gets hundreds! A Clam King Club gets hundreds!
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. Under $2 crates feature big flavors and limited time products at a tiny price. A Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap for just $1.49. Junior Cheeseburger for just $1.99. Sweet mini Oreo cookies and chocolate. Snickers bars and caramel for just $1.99. Order now from the Sonic app. Harrison Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy.
This is Sean from Play It Again Sports. Be sure to bring in any used equipment you have laying around so we can pay you cash on the spot. Another great deal, Wilson A900 softball mitt was originally priced at $149.99. At Play It Again Sports, $49.99. We have this highly sought after goods, two-piece BB4 high school baseball bat. It's always golf season here in Oklahoma, and we need all your used golf that you have, Pro Line or newer bag sets. Bring them in, and we will pay you cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports. We buy and sell new and used sports equipment.
Do you want an easy car buying experience? Pastor Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Pastor Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience. For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store conveniently located on North Kickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today. Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. Boutique items in Shawnee. All your pharmaceutical needs taken care of at the Clinic Pharmacy.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
We always ask for Action Physical Therapy, and we always recommend it to our friends. When we're in the orthopedic doctor's office, they always give us the option, well, you need physical therapy, do you have a choice of where you want to go? And we always ask for Action because we know Katie and Andy Landys, and we trust the service and the care that we're going to get there.
I ask for Action.
Hardesty Meats.
A real honest-to-God butcher shop since 1932.
Pure quality.
This is absolute best place to get meat.
I'm so lucky to have found this spot.
Hardesty Meats, new location. Do you love swimming? SHS Swim is always looking for the next state champion. Find SHS Swim on Facebook and Instagram. Watch SHS Swim live on ShawneeCTV.
The Brandon Shop House and Tavern serves the best steaks in town. Located on the corner of 45th and Harrison, with great food and an even better atmosphere. Stop by the branding iron today.
At SCI Supply, you purchase with purpose. All profits go toward programming and employment for individuals with special needs. Come shop 300 North Eliza today.
Delson and Council gets hundreds! Together for Agent of Fate gets hundreds! And Clown King Club gets hundreds!
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. Under $2 craves feature big flavors and limited time products at a tiny price. A Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap for just $1.49. Junior Cheeseburger for just $1.99. Sweet Mini Oreo Cookies and Chocolate. Snickers Bars and Caramel for just $1.99. Order now from the Sonic app. Harrison Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy.
This is Sean from Play It Again Sports. Be sure to bring in any used equipment you have laying around so we can pay you cash on the spot. Another great deal, Wilson A900 softball mitt was originally priced at $149.99. At Play It Again Sports, $49.99. We have this highly sought after goods, two-piece BB4 high school baseball bat. It's always golf season here in Oklahoma, and we need all your used golf that you have, Pro Line or newer bag sets. Bring them in, and we will pay you cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports. We buy and sell new and used sports equipment.
Do you want an easy car buying experience? Pastor Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Pastor Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience. For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store conveniently located on North Kickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today. Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. Boutique items in Shawnee. All your pharmaceutical needs taken care of at the Clinic Pharmacy.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
We always ask for Action Physical Therapy, and we always recommend it to our friends. When we're in the orthopedic doctor's office, they always give us the option, well, you need physical therapy, do you have a choice of where you want to go? And we always ask for Action because we know Katie and Andy Landys, and we trust the service and the care that we're going to get there.
I asked for Action.
Hardesty Meats.
A real honest-to-God butcher shop since 1932.
Pure quality.
This is absolute best place to get meat.
I'm so lucky to have found this spot.
Hardesty Meats, new location. Do you love swimming? SHS Swim is always looking for the next state champion. Find SHS Swim on Facebook and Instagram. Watch SHS Swim live on ShawneeCTV.
The Brandon Guy, Shop House and Tavern, serves the best steaks in town. Located on the corner of 45th and Harrison, with great food and an even better atmosphere. Stop by the Branding Iron today.
At SCI Supply, you purchase with purpose. All profits go toward programming and employment for individuals with special needs. Come shop 300 North Eliza today.
Dell City Council gets hundreds! To get some 4-H and a fig gets hundreds! The Club Key Club gets hundreds!
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. Under $2 craves feature big flavors and limited time products at a tiny price. A Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap for just $1.49. Junior Cheeseburger for just $1.99. Sweet Mini Oreo Cookies and Chocolate, Snickers Bars, and Caramel for just $1.99. Order now from the Sonic app. Harrison Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy.
This is Sean from Play It Again Sports. Be sure to bring in any used equipment you have laying around so we can pay you cash on the spot. Another great deal, Wilson A900 softball mitt was originally priced at $149.99 at Play It Again Sports for $49.99. We have this highly sought after goods 2-piece BB Core high school baseball bat. It's always golf season here in Oklahoma, and we need all your used golf that you have, Pro Line or newer bag sets. Bring them in, and we will pay you cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports. We buy and sell new and used sports equipment.
And we are back with the 100-yard girls butterfly. We have Clara Timmons and Grayson Simpson in for Shawnee, and Cameron Pender in for Yukon. And this is Grayson, as we talked about earlier, only a sophomore, but very competitive with people like Piper and some of the best in the state. So
fairly speedy.
It looks like she will get first in this event, followed by Yukon in second.
Yep. Taking the win in the 100 butterfly for Shawnee. Oh, we're
We
about halfway through.
Had a long break to do senior night just to announce their names. We have Thurman Lee, Piper McNeil, Ethan Aller, Natalie Selman, Maddox Smith, Michaela Tinkle, Vincent Tess for Shawnee, and then for Yukon, Clayton Berg, Harper Barlow, Ethan Lee, Bradley Van Houten, and Lane Clark. So that's what they were doing during that break.
Honoring all of the seniors and their last season of swimming. High school, that is.
Looks like we have 3 Yukon members, Hunter, Bradley, and Easton.
Oh. Looks like Bradley lost his goggles. Although he did have a good start.
How hard is that when you lose your goggles?
It depends on how well practiced you are. Some people, every once in a while, they'll swim without goggles just to kind of get used to it. Or if you know your stroke count, anything of that nature, that makes it a lot easier. But with Butterfly, it looks like he's breathing every stroke, so he can, you know, open up his eyes for a second, see where he's at, see what's going on.
And he's staying in first, though, so it's impressive. He is the senior for Yukon in the pool. You know, I asked Valerie if she cried during senior night. She said no, really loud and really quickly.
It makes you think.
Valerie is emotional on the inside, maybe not the out.
Yeah, doesn't show it. The Iron Lady.
Looks like we got lane 2 in first, lane 3 in second. And we have the Heat 2 with Ethan Lee for Yukon, Ethan Aller for Shawnee, Clayton Berg for Yukon, and Vincent Tash for Shawnee.
Well, this ought to be a good race.
A
Only
4 senior event. Can you tell us anything about Ethan? We haven't talked about Ethan.
Ethan, that kid has a work ethic. He's actually gunning for the 200 IM school record.
You know how far he is from it?
I think he's a couple seconds off, which is definitely doable. I don't know about in this pool, but around the time the state comes, I could see it definitely.
Now, is that your record?
Yes, the 200 IM, if I could see it. Yes, that is my record.
So you're quietly rooting again. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm rooting for him. None of those records are terribly fast. Somebody needs to take him down.
We need a Piper McNeil of the boys team to come take them all.
That we do. It looks like Ethan is in the lead after the first leg.
Yeah, he's right with the Yukon swimmer.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. There's that back half.
It's going to be close.
Yeah. You know, the official name for the stroke is butterfly, but some people, mostly swimmers, like to call it butter die on account of how much it hurts.
I think Ethan might have won.
Yeah, it looked like he won.
Followed by Clayton in second.
Could not see third and fourth due to the fence blocking my field of vision.
So did you ever swim butterfly? I know I cannot swim it. That's the one stroke I didn't even begin to try to learn. So
I don't believe I could until my junior year when I told Valerie, hey, put me in the 100 fly at a YMCA meet. And she said, but Brody, you can't even swim butterfly. And I said, I know. And then after that, it was history. Got decent enough to swim the 200 IM. That's all that mattered.
You know, I gave out a shout-out to Kevin Cleese last time I was in here. We'll give a shout-out to Johnny. I think we already did that.
Yes.
Mickey and Marsha Madden, I know they're listening over there. They're longtime Shawnee supporters of all sports. Give them a shout-out. They come to the Y all the time.
Yes.
Great people. Well, why don't you talk about Bob McNeil, the assistant swim coach, father of the great Piper McNeil.
Definitely a very strong motivator. He will get you working hard. He has set up a lot of connections here at the YMCA, whether it's the swim team doing yoga or some other type of dry land exercises. I believe he sits on the board of the Y.
He did.
He did, okay. I've been out of the loop for a while. The Shawnee loop.
So we'll forgive you on that one.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Very, very stern motivator. I always appreciated him, and if you ever had any questions about anything, he was always there to help, give you advice.
He is the assistant swim coach, like you said, former Y board member, former rent-a-tent owner.
Yeah, former.
A lot of formers.
Yeah.
I think he's winding it down now.
Yeah, he is. Seems as if. And coming up now, we've got the girls 100-yard freestyle. Heat 1 of 2 in lane 1. And we've got Bryn Bristow, lane 2, Leah Ulu, and lane 3, Harley Bullard.
Ulu, that would be a cool name for a sign.
Would be.
I see someone with a fat head today. I'm surprised Shawnee does not get on that trend.
I know. I would love to have a fat head of Valerie and Bob.
Maybe for the state meet, that would be a good idea.
I wonder how much those will cost.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I bought Valerie a clipboard for Christmas, and I don't see her using it.
I'm pretty sure she has had that clipboard for as long as I've been swimming. It has some very distinctive marks on it.
Valerie, if you hear this, just know it. I expect to see that one day. But
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It looks kind of broke. That's why I bought one to fix it.
Huh.
She is intently watching this race.
Let's see who is swimming. Harley. And right at the 75, it looks like Shawnee is in the lead, but not by much.
I've always liked watching the go and the hand wave by Valerie.
Yeah, the swim coach special.
Been doing that for 20 years, I think. And it looks like
some type of rolled up sheet of paper in hand, just screaming go.
Harley will win it for Shawnee, the new swimmer.
And in Heat 2, we have Michaela Tinkle in lane 1, Piper McNeil in lane 2, and McKenna Clark in lane 3.
Piper, I guess this is her last individual event for her Shawnee home swimming career.
It's a shame. These are not her best events either, if I remember.
Try to find Bob, see if he's shedding a tear somewhere.
I don't know. I can't see a whole lot of facial expression on him. Doing his job, and he's doing it well.
Well, I know I've seen her for about 8 or 9 years now, so it's definitely cool to have watched her to this point.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to the other swimmers, but it's just not very close most of the time.
No, not very at all. Breathing into the turn, Piper. And on the breakout, what are you doing? This isn't a 200.
You think it's hard to stay motivated when, she wins by that much a lot?
I'd say at a high school level, yes, but once you get up to more higher levels, like at the state meet, I could see her turning it on, getting a little bit more motivated. But during the regular season, we're winning all of your races by a margin of 5 seconds or more. That'd be a little bit hard to do.
Yeah.
You just kind of hop in and just be like, okay,
I think I'd get a little
go
bored.
Easy mode.
And, even when she's facing 6A swimmers and all that, it's still not really that close.
No. Let's see, what was her entry time? Yeah, her entry time was about 13 seconds faster than the second. second place.
And that's why they're not, they're good swimmers. It's just there's a big difference between an Olympic, close to Olympic level person, but she can race against the records for state meet.
Yes, she can. If she does not already have them.
Looks like we got the boys 100. We have, I think, an all Yukon event.
Yes.
Hunter for lane 1, Lane for lane 3, and Jackson for lane 4. And Wyatt is not here today, but he's a great freshman swimmer.
Scratch.
So Valerie's been doing this for about 20 years. Won a state title, maybe going on her second.
Going out on top. She's
unpredictable how long she'll be here, I don't know. So
yeah. The Iron Lady finally getting the championships she deserves.
Is there anything you think she does differently? You're a coach and you've seen a lot of other coaches.
I'd say mostly really just pounding out yardage. She is a big fan of Michael Phelps' coach, Bob Bowman. And all the pros who swim for Bob Bowman now, a lot of Olympic gold medalists say that that's the most yardage they've ever swam. And still, to this day, out of all the other teams I've swam for, college, club, I consistently swam the most yardage when I was swimming for Shawnee High School. And it seems to have worked.
Well, I've never met someone so mad when someone doesn't show up to practice. So
yes, that's
very accountable.
Yeah. One way to keep the kids motivated.
Well, tell us who's in Heat 2. We got a lot of Shawnee.
Yeah, we do. So in Lane 1, we've got Austin Cosgrove, the only Yukon swimmer in this heat. Lane 2, we've got Thurman Lee. Lane 3, Nathaniel Burris, and Lane 4, Galen Hardman, all from Shawnee. Now, Thurman was talking to me earlier about setting a new PR in the 100 free.
How far is he from it, do you know?
From the school record or his personal best? We'll have to wait and find out on the PB. But the school record, I think he split underneath it on the 400 free relay.
Thurman is pretty significantly ahead.
Yes.
His last individual.
2 body links. And he's been swimming in this pool for a very long time.
And he will get first. He's the last of the Lee dynasty. About six swimmers in his family, I believe.
And their last one.
And we got
they went out on top.
Nathaniel in second, and I think Galen and Austin coming in third and fourth. And your favorite event, Brady?
Yes. My forte.
I'm not sure it's anyone else's favorite, but it's yours.
I wouldn't say it was my favorite. I'd say I just told Valerie, hey, put me in whatever event that nobody else wants to do. And she was like, okay. And put me in the 500-yard freestyle.
You know, I think maybe your most motivating factor was I remember when you were in Y swimming and a 14-year-old kid either beat you or got really close to beating you. And after that, it seemed like you got a lot better.
I don't quite recall that.
Well, we'll ignore that then.
I'm sure I got I'm sure it was fairly close, or I actually got beat, and both Valerie and my parents were like, come on, dude, what are you doing? Get it together.
Well, and then you went and got the school record, yeah. So.
Yeah, not anymore, though.
That's motivation when someone younger beats you to.
Yeah.
We don't have Thurman in it, so.
Nope, its
record's going to be safe.
Maybe I'll have to hop in with Jackson Aller for the next heat as he's swimming alone.
Valerie's actually, I think she moved him into this one, so he'll be swimming in the goal.
There he is. Let's see. Oh, we may have a race on our hands between him and Clara Timmons in lane 2. Speaking of the lanes, in lane 1, we have Kelly Templeton. In lane 2, we have Clara Timmons. Lane 3, we have Isabel DeKinder. And lane 4, Jackson Aller.
So how many laps is a 500?
500 is 1050s or 2025s. And to help keep track of all of the laps that they're swimming, you'll see some swimmers down on the opposite end of the pool from the blocks carrying cards with numbers on them. That tells you how to keep track of where you're at in the race.
So I know your father criticized the last time we were on when we were on air that we didn't know what the 500 record was. Can you tell us a little bit?
The state record for the 500?
Yeah.
Well, let me pull up my text message from him from when he chastised you.
Because I think we had it was an under 5 minute 500 swimmer last time.
Yeah, under 5 minutes is that'd probably get you top 8 in the state, but it wouldn't be close to state record.
And what was your record? Was it about 520 or 512?
Yeah, I think it was about 512. So the state record for Oklahoma is 430.30.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was set by. If I had to guess, it'd be Patrick Cowan, the 2020 Olympian in the 4x200 freestyle relay.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Currently swimming for the Cal Bears.
Well, that's unfair. So we were close to right, I think, if we don't count him.
Yeah.
So if Brody's father is listening, maybe we can get that clarification for him.
He hasn't sent me any notes so far.
Is it hard to swim with when you get combined with the opposite sex, or does it matter to you?
I've never had that happen to me, if I remember correctly. I don't recall any instance of that, but I could see it being a big motivating factor.
Well, and it looks like they have competitive times, so
yes, very.
They're not
within 3 seconds in a 500 is a very good race.
So they should be pushing each other. That's probably why Val combined them. And I remember Clara. I mean, when she swam for the Y, I've talked about it before. She was not that fast, and she's gotten a lot faster. So she's improved a lot since I've known.
A classic Shawnee High School swimmer. Swim Y for a couple years, then get to high school and get exponentially better. Let's see. Wish I could see the numbers on the cars. What was that?
Was
that 13?
13, I think.
Yeah.
A little over half.
250. So this will be 275, I believe, once they flip at this end of the pool. And then a 300, meaning they have 200 yards left. And if Jackson's going to make a move, he probably needs to do it within the next 100 yards.
It's probably harder as a freshman to, because I'm sure the more you do this, the more you learn how to pace yourself.
Yes. Both the 500 and 200 free are very strategic races. You can play mind games with your opponents.
As I know when I did cross country, if you ran the first 2 miles really hard and was awful in the last mile, then it didn't really do you any good.
Yeah.
So I assume it's the same here, where you got to find out what that pace is and do it correctly.
Yeah.
Tell me, what about do the people with the numbers help you at all, or?
Yes, actually. You bring up a very good point. Usually each team will have their own system and each swimmer will have their own pace. So for me, I believe I don't remember what my last pace was, but let's just say your pace is around 30 seconds. If you're hitting 30 seconds consistently on every 50, the person counting for you just holds it in the water. They don't move it. If you're overpaced, so say you're swimming at 31, 32, they will shake it vigorously in the water to tell you, hey, You need to get moving.
Oh, and it's cowbell time.
Yeah. Need more cowbell. Cowbell signifies the last 50 of the race.
That is my favorite favorite part of a swim meet, I think, is cowbell time.
Yeah.
I think they should do that for every race. And it looks like Clara is going to inch out Jackson. That we are going to get a double Shawnee win, so 1 and 2 in the boys and girls.
500 freestyle. And they're both turning on the jets. Some good old whitewater kick.
And 2 Yukon girls are going to finish it up.
I believe it was Kelly in lane 1.
Oh, yep.
Yes.
Kelly in lane 1, sir.
Uh-oh. We got polar opposite events after this, the 200-yard freestyle relay.
Brody, did you get a banner when you were a senior, or did they do that before you were?
You know, they did give me a banner, and I believe I put it up in my parents' bedroom when I moved out. I think it's still in there.
We got all the senior banners in the Y. I think they've been hung up since the start of the season.
Yes, around the beginning of the season.
Do you like the color change in the Y when Brandon Bell was here when he changed it?
It's very... It was a change of pace. I had been swimming in this pool for a good amount of time, like 6 or 7 years when they just finally changed it. And when they did, I'm not sure I ever got quite used to it. Although I did enjoy the errors in some of the corners.
That's
where they had paint either overlapping or in the wrong areas.
It's a unique color.
Brought some character to the pool deck, that's for sure. Along with Daisy the Dragon.
We got Kelly finishing up her last lap.
Yep, the bell lap. Everybody's favorite lap in the 500.
Brody, I wore khakis in honor of you. I know you always wear khakis on your swim picture to...
Yes. To Valerie's dismay. Actually wearing a pair of pants that I would probably wear to a high school swim meet when I was in high school. Which is slightly concerning, seeing as I am now a junior in college and dress the same.
I think you were unanimously one of our favorite and least favorite people at the same time.
I have that effect on people. I worked hard, but I followed none of the rules.
Except when you lifeguarded for me. You're a pretty big rule follower there, so.
Lives are at stake. I can't be messing around there. Maybe during Saturday mornings you could, but other than that, it's all business.
Don't say anything that'll get you in any legal trouble.
Nobody drowns while I was guarding.
Perfect record while you were a lifeguard.
Yeah, which is a very nice surprise.
No incidents, yeah.
Very quiet. A lot of very quiet.
Proud as a manager, as a perfect record. That's what we have. We have the girls 200-yard freestyle relay.
In lane 1, we've got Yukon and lane 3. Yukon. Lane 2 is Shawnee. And for our leadoffs, lane 1, Allison Bachelor. Lane 2, Piper McNeil for Shawnee. And lane 3, Caden Pinder for Yukon.
Well, and I think this is Piper's last event ever. In the Shawnee pool.
In the Shawnee YMCA pool. In the Troy and Dolly Smith YMCA pool.
She's going to get a strong lead.
Yep.
Got Ashley McDonald coming up next.
Yep. second leg. And our second legs for Yukon are Harper Barlow in lane 1 and McKenna Clark in lane 3.
And I think, Shawnee, this is a state winning team. I'm not sure they have the record at state, but
It's definitely, this is a pretty speedy relay team. They've all been swimming for multiple years.
Yeah.
Safe to say they know what they're doing.
I know they won last year and probably have a good shot at this year.
Yes. And our third leg for Shawnee, Natalie Selman, lane 1, Yukon, Cassidy McIntyre, and in lane 3, Isabel DeKinder. And Shawnee's got a pretty hefty lead right now, about half a pull length. And we're going in for our anchor leg, which is Grayson Simpson.
I will say Yukon is competing a lot more than some of the other events, other meets I've seen. So
yes,
they got a pretty good relay as well. Shawnee's gonna finish up about 3/4 of a length ahead.
Yeah.
Maybe about a half. She caught up a little bit.
Yeah, about half. 12.5 yards, still not bad for a 200-yard freestyle relay. And our anchors for Yukon were Lainey Williamson in lane 1 and Cameron Pinder for lane 3.
Well, and we are finishing it up. We got a few more events today.
We got the boys version of the 200-yard freestyle relay, the 100 backstroke, 100 breaststroke, and then the 400-yard freestyle relay.
We got jumping jacks going on. It's an interesting strategy.
Slight warm-up. My 2 years of college swimming, before every single practice or race, there was this Polish guy on my team. If he's watching, Casper, I always appreciated you for this. He would do jumping jacks with arm circles for around 5 minutes, and our coach would be saying, Casper, get in the pool. He'd be like, no, I warm up.
I'm not sure I've ever seen jumping jacks. I normally see the slaps.
Yeah.
But
each swimmer is very superstitious about their warm-up habits. If they do it once and they do good, they're probably going to do it again.
Oh, we have Ethan for Shawnee in lane 2, Parker for Yukon in lane 1, and Tucker for Yukon in lane 3. And Ethan is going to give Shawnee a slight lead.
And now Vincent Tash is in the water for Shawnee, Easton Ingle in lane 1 for Yukon, and Ethan Lee in lane 3 for Yukon.
Vincent keeping about the same lead, a little bit ahead.
And hopping in for Shawnee now is Nathaniel Burris. For Yukon in lane 1 is Wyatt Rounsaville, and lane 3, Bradley Van Houten.
I think it's going to be neck and neck for the last.
Yeah. Usually, the way that Valerie does relays is she puts one of the strongest swimmers as an anchor. And it looks like Thurman's going in the water now, so I can say that she is still doing that. For Yukon in lane 1, we have Clayton Berg, and in lane 3 is Clayton Berg. Lane 1 is Austin Cosgrove.
Thurman's got a slight lead.
Yeah, battling to the end. Although I believe Thurman has got it.
Another Shawnee relay one.
By about half a second margin.
And the 4 seniors can go out winners. Or I guess 3 seniors. Where'd the other one go?
Where'd the other what?
I thought we had 4 seniors. Maybe we didn't.
In that relay?
I guess the first relay we did. So.
Oh, yeah.
She switched it up on that one.
Yeah. Got to get the strong freestylers for that relay. Now, technically, you could swim breaststroke if you wanted to for a freestyle relay.
Yeah,
although it would not be very fast.
Me and Daniel talked about that last time. Told him you could go doggy paddle or do whatever, I guess.
Yeah. So. It's also legal to do a cannonball off the blocks as long as you keep forward momentum.
It's legal, but
Not very fast.
You might not, stay on the team for much longer without.
Yeah. The Iron Lady would not be terribly happy about that. And now we're moving on to the women's 100 backstroke. And lane 1, we have Cassidy McIntyre, who, if I remember correctly, just got out of that 200-yard free relay. And Jadelyn Shots, in lane 3 for Shawnee.
Shots. Of course, this is some newer swimmers, so we got to start somewhere.
This is heat 1 of 2.
Probably still getting used to the events. I think
Yes.
Jacelyn might be a volleyball transfer. I know there was a few volleyball transfers.
It looks like Cassidy was entered with no time. So regardless of what she goes, she's going to PR. Which is always nice.
It's a sneaky tactic to win.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out to all the swim parents timing, Trey Davis officiating, all the swim parents setting up. I think if anyone is here, they're doing a donation for Eagle Scout products, or not products, events. So if you buy a heat sheet, they will donate that to the Eagle Scout. Some projects they're doing. So I know all the swim moms are always helpful for donations, getting things set up. I know your mom did that for a while. She was very intense. So
Yes, Taryn can be intense at times.
they do a great job, and then all the sponsors, of course, that help Shawnee Swim happen. Val can't do it alone. She can't do it out of her own pocket. Oh.
No, she cannot. Moving on to Heat 2. In Lane 1, we have Andrea Vasquez. Lane 2, Tennille Kidd. Lane 3, Emma Aller. And Lane 4, Danica Beasley. I don't recall if it's either high school or club that does not allow you to get your toes out of the water on the backstroke starts.
I think that might be high school. I remember some high school. I think it was Trent talking to me about that at one point.
Trent was a backstroker, yes. I believe he still holds a school record for the 100 back.
Looks like the two Shawnee swimmers are fighting it out for first.
As it should be.
And we have the third. I don't think we've talked about her yet. The third Aller, Emma.
Yeah. A little bit late in the meet for that, but after that turn, she seems to have taken the lead. Or made it closer, I should say. See if she can work any magic on this last turn. And it looks like Tennille took the event, with Emma coming in second.
The freshman. We got the 100 backstroke, and then we got breaststroke, and then we will
relay.
Be wrapping it up.
We only have one heat of the men's 100-yard back. At lane 1, we've got Trayden Rakestraw. Lane 2, Clayton Berg. Lane 3, Ethan Aller. And in lane 4, Parker Bynum.
Ethan's about 2 seconds off of Clayton, so we'll see if he can catch him. I know Ethan was just in the pool, though. Well, I guess
yes.
Clayton was as well, so it's a fair match.
And if I remember correctly, I believe I swam with Clayton on Bison Aquatic Club.
Did you? Okay. And again, we have the Yukon swim team in here tonight, so happy for them to join us.
Yes.
Brody, did you ever have any traditions of rubbing the Daisy the Dragon for luck or anything like that? The dragon in the pool?
Not before I raced. Although while I was guarding, I would rub Daisy the Dragon's little horn on the snout. That's what it's called. I don't know the anatomy of dragons.
I'm going to go with that.
Took biology last semester. I think that's a fair assumption.
Yeah, I guess they built the Y pool with the big dragon in here. For anyone listening that has no clue what we're talking about, so
we'll have to get a close-up of Daisy later, or maybe post a picture of Daisy onto ShawneeCTV.
It looks like we have Ethan in the lead on the last lap.
Yes.
So it looks like he might close that 2-second gap.
I'm always curious about the times when I commentate.
Oh, and Ethan will win by, looks like a few seconds. So either he drops some or the other person gains some. I don't know.
We may never know. We may never know.
And Trade-in Rakestraw is going to come in third, followed by Parker.
Ugh.
I'm surprised we didn't have Bob come over here. He likes to come talk. I think last time he said he wants to get a royalty if he comes over here, get paid. So
I'm kind of disappointed now.
I guess his agent is telling him he needs to get more money before he comes over here. So.
Maybe he could advertise.
We got 3 Yukon swimmers. Allison in lane 1, Lane E in lane 2, and Leah Alou.
Lane 3. This is heat 1 of 2. And it looks like Laney's goggles fell off.
There's no way I could do that. I just quit.
You don't think? I don't think Valerie would be a big fan of that.
I'm not sure I could have swam for Valerie. She might have been mad at me. I sometimes swim with Valerie at the Y pool, and she still gets mad at me for not doing things. So
I need to come swim with you two one of these days.
If I don't flip turn or do something, she will make sure she stops and tells me about it. So
you got to do flip turns. They should be automatic, Troy.
Valerie still swimming a couple miles a few times a week.
Yes.
So she puts her money where her mouth is. Is that money where your mouth is?
I believe so. I'm not very good with phrases. But I do recall lifeguarding Saturday mornings and seeing her swim for an hour and a half straight and just be amazed.
She's going to be 80 years old and doggy paddling her way across the pool.
Yeah. I remember one time she told me she was using hand paddles, which kind of stress your arms a bit more upper body exercise. And I asked her why she was using them. And she said, I don't want to get old lady arms.
Huh? We have Laney in lane 1, Laney in first place, Leah, and then Allison. And we got a Shawnee heat 2.
Oh, with one exception. Caden Pinder in lane 1 from Yukon. Natalie Selman in 2, and Ashley McDonald in 3.
This is Natalie's stroke, so
yes,
this has always been her best. Swimming in her last home meet before she goes off to William
Jewell.
what is that? Nashville. We talked about it last time. I think it's South Carolina or what?
I don't think it's that far south. I want to say Missouri, but I don't think
okay,
that's
right. Okay, I think that's right. I think that might be it.
Let me pull out the good old Google.
Trey Davis, her father, is the sole official.
Yes, Liberty, Missouri, if this is the right William Jewell.
So if she does do anything incorrect, you know, he can just, nope, I'm just kidding.
I'm very disappointed in you. Disqualified. Looks like it's been legal so far. No double dolphin kick on the pull down.
Now you don't see many disqualifications until the state meet, I don't think.
Yes. And it's hard to have this many officials. Usually, especially in meets like this, there's only one or two at most. And especially in a pool like this, it's very hard to see if anything's doing anything illegal or in order for disqualification. Going underwater past 15 meters, doing a one-hand touch on butterfly or breaststroke.
We got Natalie, followed by Ashley, followed by Kaden.
And that's another win for Shawnee High School. Go Wolves! You know, after being out of Shawnee for a good number of years and not seeing a whole lot of the swimmers, I have noticed that they have much better apparel than when I was in high school.
You like the new suits? I like them too.
The new suits, new parkas. I believe I see one of our swimmers wearing a arena team jacket right now.
They have a website now where they have like a bunch of items on there where anyone can buy stuff.
I might have to make that purchase.
They got some pretty cool stuff that probably you guys never had, so. Valerie stepped it up. Like I said, it was after you left. She just started, getting at it.
Must be nice. All right, now for the boys' 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 for Yukon, we have Stuart Jensen. Lane 2, Maddox Smith for Shawnee. Lane 3, Tucker Merkel for Yukon. And lane 4, Cameron Williams Hurd for Shawnee. And as of right now, it looks like Maddox Smith is in the lead.
Maddox is the senior brother, I believe, I think it's Madeline. I think he has a sister he used to swim. He's going to be very close with the Yukon swimmer.
Yes. He's going to have to race this last 25. If I recall correctly, he's got some height on him, so he may win just on account of that. And it looked like the timers cheered, and it looks like he might have won.
I think he got it by a little bit, followed by Tucker. And I think we had Stewart and Cameron, third or fourth. We got the last events coming up, the 400-yard freestyle. And I guess you can tell everyone, so how many events can you be in?
4 events, if I remember correctly. 2 relays, 2 individual events, or any combination of them. Actually, maybe not the individual events part. I don't know. This was never explained very clearly to me. I just did what I was told.
Yeah, so Val, definitely, you got to use strategy. You have 3 total relays, so of course, someone like Piper can only be in 2 of those. So got to put the people where they need to be, their best strokes, everything like that. So.
Coming up now, the women's 400-yard freestyle relay. Lane 1, we've got Yukon. Also in lane 3, we've got Yukon. And in lane 2, we have Shawnee.
Take your mark.
Our lead-offs for these relays. is Danica Beasley in lane 1 for Yukon, Michaela Tinkle in lane 2 for Shawnee, and in lane 3, Harper Barlow for Yukon again.
Now, Brody, we talked about Natalie and Piper. I do believe Ethan might be swimming as well somewhere. But
yes. Oh, I know I saw it somewhere.
But I think you were one of the Shawnee swimmers that went on to swim at college.
Yes. I swam for 2 years at Barton County Community College. Roll Cougs!
How was swimming in college different from Shawnee? You think you were prepared?
I would say yes. Shawnee High School practices really kind of prepare you for anything thrown at you.
You're getting the turn down. You got too excited.
Yeah. But also the event composition in college is a lot different. All high school meets kind of follow the same pattern. Each college meet is different. And in college meets, you could swim the mile, 400 IM, 200 of each stroke.
Yeah, the mile seems like that one would be a tough one.
If you enjoy swimming for anywhere between 16 to 18 minutes, then it's for you.
Yeah, that's Valerie.
Yeah.
Second person we have the pool is Tennille Kidd for Shawnee. Lane 1 we have Shaylin, and lane 3 we have Allison. And Shawnee has a pretty big lead right now.
What we like to see.
Even without Piper, they're
still competing.
They have now lapped the competition in one lane.
Yes, in lane 1.
And they're closing in on lap in lane 3 as well. I guess that shows they still got some young swimmers that are going to compete. Valerie is just making sure everyone knows if her dynasty remains intact.
The Shawnee women's swim team is not to be trifled with, as this relay will show.
They call her the Tom Brady of women's swimming, the Michael Phelps maybe.
I think some comparisons could be made. Katie Ledecky. And in the water now for Shawnee, the anchor, I believe, Clara Timmons.
And they have now lapped both of the other opponents. Pretty impressive.
That's the way it's done.
So, Benson, what do swimmers do after their senior night victory? I think it's safe to say I think Shawnee's going to win this meet.
Well,
if you can tell me and be
from a coach's perspective, I would say cool down at least a good 500 yards and then go to IHOP and recover. Get a lot of chocolate milk. But knowing high schoolers, I think the best we can hope for is a 200.
You know, Valerie doesn't allow that partying. I know Ryan Lochte and some of those Olympians like to party. I don't think Valerie would allow that. So.
Yeah, none of those Michael Phelps leaked photos.
Looks like we have Shawnee winning a lap ahead of both competitions. So
50 ahead.
I think the girls will easily win this for me. I think they won all but a few events. They might have won every event.
I think they did win every event.
All but a few heats, maybe, is the better way to put that.
Yes.
And I think the boys are probably going to come in first, too. They had a few more losses, but I think they won a majority of them.
Regardless, the meet will be won.
Shawnee News Star can go ahead and publish that, get that out tomorrow. So.
Yes. Talk about our glorious swim team.
Well, and Shawnee's kind of the domination sport. I know you went to Shawnee. I don't know. There's really not many others that win consistently. I know baseball had a good run of 2 or 3 in a row, but
I think that ended my freshman year a lifetime ago.
Yeah, so Shawnee is kind of the pride of Shawnee sports. I saw principal in here. I think it's Ian Johnson, and
yes, that is
April
correct.
Grace actually was here too, the superintendent.
Wow. If I still went to Shawnee High School right now, I'd be shaking in my boots.
April
I'm
Grace,
not even wearing boots.
I think is actually retiring as well. This is her last year. So
Johnson?
April Grace.
Oh, okay.
Johnson might be too, I think. A lot of people are leaving this year.
Yeah, everybody's getting old.
Never know if this is Valerie's as well or not. So we got the last event of the night, the boys 400, Shawnee in lane 2, Yukon in lane 3.
Our leadoffs are Traden Rakestraw and a ghost for Yukon High School. Some type of ghoul appears to be in the water, as there is no name on the heat sheet.
Sorry to the parents of whoever this is. They will recognize him, I assume, but we are in the dark.
We know not. It's very hard to tell swimmers apart when they're all wearing the same attire. Being cap, goggles, and swimsuit.
Got Traden with a great lead.
Yes.
Looks like Thurman has a fantastic hat he's wearing over there.
So yeah, both Thurman and Ethan. Fantastic head apparel. And, what are those necklaces called? The Hawaiian flower necklaces. What? Lays, yeah.
Our producers are telling us lays.
For our second leg for Shawnee, we've got Galen Hardman. And for Yukon, Easton Ingle. No more ghost swimmer for Yukon. They have gone from supernatural to fully natural.
Now, Brody, are you going to still challenge Thurman to a 500 after this meet? I know you wanted to.
I don't know if I'm in shape enough for right now, but I'm sure I'd love to give it a try. It's been almost about a year since I've swam in a yards pool. I've been purely short course meters, to my own dismay.
We have Nathaniel Burrison for Shawnee and Lane in for lane 3.
Yeah. Lane's in the lane.
I can't tell which one's him, the lane or the lane. It's hard to. As Valerie watches on, I can picture a tear in her eye. I don't even need to see it,
You know, I think she only smiles when she knows she's about to win. She has a fairly large smile on her face right now from what I can see. Unless I need a new contact prescription.
I need a new contact, so I can't see anything about it.
We're getting old. Should have brought our readers.
We'll give her a thumbs up.
Yeah. And anchor for Shawnee is Maddox Smith. Anchor for Yukon is Connor Combs.
And Shawnee's going to win by about a lap.
Let's see if he can pull it off. About a full 25. Well, it looks like Connor from Yukon is turning up some water. Although it might have been too much of a margin to make up.
And yeah, Maddox is going to win by about a length.
More than a 25.
And this will be Shawnee's last home meet, so this will be last time ShawneeCTV will be coming this year. But Shawnee will be swimming their regional and state in February, I believe, maybe late January for regional, February for state. And that should be in Edmond, I think, or possibly Tulsa.
Either in Edmond or Jinx.
So if you want to go watch Shawnee most likely win state, you'll need to go to Edmond.
Second year in a row.
Edmond or Tulsa. Well, Brody, thanks for joining us, and I guess thanks for me for joining us as well.
With
Daniel
thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. One more time, and I get my medal.
Your third pin, yeah. And I'm still.
We're gonna have to unionize if they don't give us the medals.
If Daniel's listening, I need to get my pin as well. So, whenever he wants to do that, but I guess.
Well, hope you all have a good night.
And that will close us out from ShawneeCTV. Have a good night.